Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Chicago Bears. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Double tight. 4 down.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 18. Got 4 down. Hey, 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 52 yards. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Everybody scoot up. Heavy. Bow. 8. In your face. No spacing.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They go play action now. Roethlisberger trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Chicago Bears offense, they make their way back out. Let's talk about the receiving core. All of a sudden, it's like, wow, this group might be pretty good. Allen Robinson, who came over from Jacksonville, he's back and looking sharp.
And not only that, how about Kevin White, the former first-round draft pick who's had nothing but bad luck along the way with injuries? Finally scored his first NFL touchdown. That's regular season or preseason in their last game against Kansas City. So that's a feel-good story right there. And you want another one? Javon Wims,
oh, yeah,
the 7th-round wide receiver out of Georgia, leads the NFL in receiving yards, although he does get an extra game, right, because they did play the Hall of Fame game, so he got an extra week to get it done.
Still, he's looked good. And he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Try to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This is Howard on second down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Watch number 29.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete here on third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Red, up. Lock in. Man.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 37 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On second down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
44. Snickers. Snickers. Sack.
Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
Let's go.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. 20. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that brought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's going to go up top again. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
18. Hey, check back.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Reds up. Reds up. Boys, get him, boys. Lock in.
On first down, Trubisky. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree
18.
coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Reds up. Kill. Lock in. What do you had?
34's the mic. He's coming. Check him.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Lock in. Hey, 18. Reds up. Lock in. When he head.
Now Trubisky on third and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Quarter. Double bump.
Now Ben on third and long. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Reds up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Reds up. Reds up.
Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
Check 9.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Black 5. Kings. Quarter. I'm trying to collect. Switch. Snickers. 66. 44. Check 3. All right, let's go get it now, all right?
Roethlisberger will throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Kings. Mike, check, 59.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yeah, baby, boom! Come on. Double tight. Even. 4 down.
They go with Howard again. He juked him. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 28 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Again, it's Howard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hurry up, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Big.
Check 59, Mike.
These 2.
59, Mike to 59.
Now Roethlisberger to throw.
He's coming.
And he's got Rodgers. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Our winner is sitting in Section 10, Row 18, Seat 4. You won season tickets for all of next year's home games. Stop by the souvenir shop on the lower level following the game to claim your prize.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
4 down, 4 down.
Let's go.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
8.
4 down, 4 down.
Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch tight end's right.
Corner.
Hey, guys.
Kings.
We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
77.
He's checking. Crash.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Double bump. Mike, 58, right there.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
I'm coming back.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jack 16. Kings.
We got 4 down. Alert 3.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
18. Hey, 18. Lock in.
He's crashing.
What do you had?
Out of the gun, Trubisky. On the left side, a catch by White. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Hey, 18. Hey, 18.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers.